Right.
Okie dokie. Hello all. This is Craig Shorty Burneview from Systems by Shorty and SBS Designs. Sound engineer and sound designer for many clubs around the world. I've done work with David Morales, Jelly Bean Benitez, Louis Vega, and many other DJs. Recently built System nightclub in Long Island City, New York. Custom designed sound system, which we got top sound system in New York by Time Out magazine. So I've done work everywhere from Stereo Montreal to Stereo Lab Singapore, G-Spot Shanghai, China, Splash Bar New York City, recently the Liberty Theater, which is an old theater that was restored from 1903. My partner Rachel and I redid the whole place. And I'm here today to talk about this amazing new wire, which I feel is really important to get the best source for your sound system. You know, the first thing the signal goes through is your cable, so your sound system's only as good as your weakest link. I recently did some tests with a bunch of different cables, and I really found to like this particular cable the best. Oyaide is the name of the wire from Japan, and it works incredibly well. They have wire from audiophile, home audio market to pro, and they're really passionate about what they do.
How was the first impression when you heard about Oyaide cable sound?
My first impression was it took about 30 minutes for it to warm up. So once it settled in, everything started to get softer, more delicate. The inner details in the mix of the recordings, guitars that were mixed really low in some of the Michael Jackson recordings were very present, where with the less expensive cables, they weren't present at all. In fact, I was hearing things in the music I never heard before, so it was like listening to the soundtrack for the first time again, which was nice because you get to revisit some music that you love, and it's like hearing it for the first time again. So I really, when I heard that with this particular cable, I was really blown away by just that mere fact that it was bringing out the inner micro details and the macro details in the music. What I also look for in cables is a really high quality connector. As you can see, this is an unbalanced cable. All the soldering is done really well. You know, again, you're only as good as your weakest link. If you have an inferior tip on your cable, you're not really going to get full connection of the signal. And they really make a nice connector as well, and that's what they offer. So, you know, it really opened my eyes up to what cables do. Hearing it in a big room with 8,000 square feet, you have a very large noise floor in the room with generators running the room, refrigeration, and still with all that going over that noise floor, I was actually able to hear inner details of the music I never even knew was there. So it really says something about the product.
Right. And we actually compared to listen other cable, the purple one. Do you remember?
Yeah.
How was the impression about that? It's called Neo.
Yeah, I heard some of the more popular wires. Some of the wires that are used in a lot of recording studios. And I've used those in here. I did not hear the detail and the little details, the micro and macro details in the source. Same source I always play. I always use the same music. So as songs I really know that I revisit for certain reasons, I use those demo records. And it really rang out that over the other wire was that much more superior.
So it's worth to spend money to the cable, right?
Yes, cable is a big. You don't really know what's missing, and you don't really know what's there until it's gone. What I mean by that is you don't really know, you know, little crud around the notes, everything's smearing, until you replace it with a quality wire like this, and you hear the notes a lot more open, distinguishability is a lot better, a lot easier on your ears, and you find yourself coming into the source a little bit more and really focusing on the music more, which makes your experience a lot more enjoyable. I've used a lot of wires in my MIT, DH Labs, some of the other wires that are really popular and I really found myself leaning towards this wire for the sound system because of what I was hearing it do.
Great. Okay, that's a lap. And final, and maybe message to some Japanese fans.
Oh.
Well, it is not for Japanese only. So, but for all your
on
fans.
Facebook, right?
No, it's gonna be their website.
Okay,
so
beautiful.
All the world gonna
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah, the only thing I could say is just really check out this wire and try it in your sound system and see how you like it. They have a lot of different cables that will appeal. They have silver cable wire, they have copper wire, and each will give a different type of flavor. If you have a darker sound system, the silver wire would probably be more you want to go towards because it can tend to be a bit brighter, so it'll bring some really, really high-end dynamics out of your sound system where copper cannot. That's been my experience with the different cables. I prefer the copper for myself, but it's really a superior product for sure. It's really the guys flew in from Japan just to hear the slammer here at System and try their cable out on it. I didn't want to let them take it. So, but it's a superior product. It's an amazing product. Feels good. The tips are really nice. They clamp around the connectors really nicely. So it's definitely highly recommended to get superior sound.
Great. Thanks, Shorty.
Thank you.